Okay, I want to make this quick video about leaven. You know, Most High warned us through his son about the leaven of the Pharisees and the scribes and the Sadducees, I think. Could be getting that wrong, but I know for sure the Pharisees and Sadducees, but I believe the scribes too. So this leaven, people don't understand it. I will literally show them a blatant contradiction where Paul contradicted the word of God, and they'll totally skip over that leaven and then go to something that Paul quoted from God. Okay, that's great. That's how he deceived you. That's great. Okay, so you're showing how he deceived you, but you're not paying attention to the lie. You're just totally overlooking the lie. Like a narcissist would be awesome in your life. Like they could literally destroy you because you're so dumb that you're sitting here and they're telling you this and telling you that. But when it comes to what they do, their actions ain't backing it up. Okay. That's the Pharisee. They're saying this, they're keep the law, do this, but they themselves aren't doing it. That's a Pharisee. And leaven is adding and subtracting from the word of God. Okay, you're not supposed to add or subtract from the word. You're not supposed to take anything out. You're not supposed to add anything. So I will show them, oh, look, he spoke horrible of the law here. And then they'll just totally skip over that and show where he was supporting the law. Yes, he did this to deceive you, you dodo bird. This is not being steadfast. You know what? I just had to put some people out of my life because their actions weren't backing up with their words. Words mean nothing. It's your actions. You can say everything, but when it comes down to it, if you don't show up, you fraud, you phony, you not the truth. You're the opposite of the truth. Paul was the opposite of the truth. I love the Most High because he's the truth. When he says something, literally I can rest assured. My soul can rest just on his word. I don't have to worry about it. He says this is going to happen. He says I'm gonna do this or whatever I'm good because he always shows up and shows out and does exactly what his word says. His word will come to pass. Paul's word did not come to pass. Okay? Paul was a liar and the truth was not in him. He said one thing to these people and a whole other thing to these people. And when you show people the contradictions, they'll just totally ignore the lie and then just jump to when he quoted from the word of God. Half the time he was quoting from the word of God, he was adding to that. Somebody, you know what? I have these people that come on my timeline. And first of all, obviously, my whole video will be about like one verse that was corrupted, and then they'll put it down like the corrupted version. Like if you're gonna uplift God, then at least do the correct version or get off my timeline. I'm just gonna start anything. If you're listing Paul to uplift him, I'm going to just remove it. Okay. If you want to uplift somebody, uplift the word of God. Okay. Uplift the King of Israel. Do not uplift a lie on my page unless you're showing in the comment section how Paul literally deceived people or went against the word of God or manipulated people or said this here and said this there. If you're coming on and you're trying to uplift Paul, get off my page. You a worshiper of I. You got an idol. You need to get up off my page with that. And then literally I think people just come just to be ornery. These are these stiff-necked people like my daddy, man. My daddy was stiff-necked. He was a Marine and his mind was gone. He was brainwashed, and it wasn't by the word of God. So you know what? He was brain trashed. He was programmed. And no matter what, nobody was gonna break that program, no matter how faulty and what wrong it was. He wasn't going to allow the word of God to come in him and wash him of that program. He had been programmed by people, not by the word of God, by people. And no matter how the word of God contradicted what people taught him, he was going to hang on to it. He was programmed. And That's Marcus Rogers. He's programmed. He's steady. I believe every word in the Bible. And not the word of God. No, just word. Period. No matter how many times it's been changed, added, mistranslated. Like his mind is shut. He is programmed by the Antichrist. He's a very hard-headed person, and that would be awesome if he was that hard-headed on the word of God. Like, I'm going to stand on the word of God. But he's not standing on the word of God. He is standing on the words of men. These men have become his idol, and that's why he can't see the truth. You're still trusting men. Like, these people come on, and somebody came on my thing today and quoted from Paul right after a video, literally about him and how he deceives people. Quoted how he, what was it? Dude always comes on and leaves little, and I can tell he doesn't watch any of the videos. He just hard headed. He's a hard head. I don't even have to know him, and he reminds me of my dad, and I know he's irrational. He's probably hard to get along with, and he has no peace, but he's very steadfast in a lie. He's very steadfast in his lie. Up and then putting it on paper and teaching it. Like, this is called leaven. This adding to something. Leaven. He warned you of the leaven. Yeah, a lot of things sound real great, but in between this and this and that, you can catch the lie. He tells you he lies. He tells you he wasn't preaching the truth. He just taught what a person wanted to hear. Come on, y'all. Wake up. Wake up.